We got the calendar today. We're connecting. Hold on, make sure. Go. Something's not right, hon.
It says live.
Right?
I think we might be live.
Is it moving? The number is moving.
Mm-hmm.
We could be live. I just
Okay,
don't see
I'm
the
gonna
seconds moving.
Okay, I'm going to check
Okay.
if we're live right now.
Oh, there they are. Hey, I
Mhm.
think we're
We're
good.
live.
I think we're good. Yeah, there it is.
Yep,
Yeah,
we're
there
live.
it is. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Twisted Tuesday. Ocean's Pit. Carol Bandolino is in the house. This is the little show about big things. It is Tuesday. It's August 5th. It's a little hot out there. It's going to be hot today, folks. But we got a great little show lined up for you guys. Guys, check the website, TonyOceanMedia.com. Go call it 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, the men and women in the military, and, of course, our veterans. Thank you so much for fighting for our country. And definitely it's for you guys today. Carol, how are you doing over there before we kick things off? Everything good on your end?
Good to go until we start talking, and then I'll let you know the real shit that's going on.
Then you'll tell me the real shit. Okay. So the real shit's coming up. And so let's go to work. Real time, baby. Woo! Showtime. Yo, Twisted Tuesday, Ocean's Pit. Carol Bandolino's in the house. I'm Tony O, guys. It's a beautiful morning, a beautiful afternoon. I hope you guys are having a great day. And before we get into the nitty gritty and all the crazy stuff, let's get to our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Our good friends from Ace. Hey, guys, take it out. Step up and help the kids bucket sale. Buy a bucket and everything you put in it, 20% off. You can't beat that. I love when they do the bucket sales. Also, flash deal, 4-pack of Fiji light bulbs free with a $40 purchase. Limited one while so 26 long sales, 2 for $10. Black Flab insect killer, wasp and hornet, ant, roach, and fly insect spray. You can't beat that stuff, folks, especially now with all the bugs and everything coming out in your backyards. Ace Rewards members save $3 on select mason jars for all your canning and preserving needs as you harvest your summer garden. And buy a select Milwaukee power tool. Get a free Milwaukee battery, $169 value. 2 for $18 on a 20-pound bag of wild bird food. That's just some of the specials here at Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. All right, Carol, first I want to thank you and Gina for showing up Sunday to the wonderful Tribute Island in Kenosha, Wisconsin. A lot of fun. It was hot, especially when we're in suits. I always seem to play outside when I need suits on. The Rat Pack tonight, I'm in Kenosha. I need a tuxedo. Thursday with the Elmwood Park Festival, we're opening up the fest outside in a tux. It's supposed to be 90.
Oh, God. God bless you. You're going to sweat your weight off. You're going to sweat your weight off.
Yeah, good. I dropped 2 pounds today, so I'm close to that 209. I'm getting there. All right. So anyway, all right, good. So what do you got going? What's boiling in the pot over there in beautiful south side of Chi-Town?
So I'm in downtown Joliet today.
Okay.
And I just want to let you know the cluster fuckery of Carol Bandolino's life. So I could I could do a vlog. So my car broke down. My car broke down the other day. Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
it started the night before Sunday night when I was trying to get home, and it almost like went out on me on the highway. It was dark out. I was praying to Jesus, please, please don't like that. I can't handle
Yeah.
because I won't trust anybody. So I
Right.
got home. So the next morning, I got in my car to try and see how everything just started to shut down. Like
Okay.
the screen all the lights were coming on, the ABS system, the this, the that. Like it looked like my car was like Tourette's. Everything just was happening on the dashboard. And I was like, what is
Did you
going
ever
on?
find out what happened to it? 'Cause it sounds like it could be the brain box.
Well, the next day it left me on the road. I had the kids with me, but we were local. And so I pulled into this parking lot and Gina picked us up. That's on Sunday. That was on Sunday before I went up there. So
Before you guys came to Kenosha?
yes, it was in the yes, earlier in the day, right? So I'm thinking to myself, I shouldn't go. What am I gonna do? What was I gonna do anyway? I had no car. I wasn't gonna get anything done that day. So anyway, I got they towed it the next morning to like Firestone. I got a quote. It was very high. What they're saying it was the alternator and possibly the belt and possibly a battery issue. It could be all things. The quote was like $1,200. Now, right now, let me tell you something. I owe
Yeah.
so many people money. I'm just
Yeah,
done.
yeah,
So
sure,
I
sure,
thought,
sure.
but I need my car. I cannot be
Yeah.
without my car. First of all, I was
Right.
without my. God is testing me. But let me tell you, God is. First, I had no phone. After that, dropped in the water. Okay, so the two things that you need to function and live. So then he's like, "Oh yeah, well let's give you some perspective, Carol. Now you're not going to have a car for a little bit. Okay, that's fine." I got a good friend of mine told me about a mechanic friend of his he sends all of his people to, and he does it out of his home. So he gave me like a half the price quote. So I'm having it's getting now I have to again get it towed today to the house
Over there.
yeah,
The
but you
house.
know what? It's half the price.
And what's the did he, Carol, what's the turnaround? What's the turnaround on the car?
One day.
Oh,
Like I hope
shit.
to have it tomorrow. Yeah, one day. Listen, this guy was unbelievable. If this car gets fixed in one day with that price, I'm gonna definitely give him a shout out because oh my God, but he's
Yeah.
out far south, so it'll be for people out this
Yeah,
way.
well, that's all right. We got people listening from the south side. Everybody can need a good mechanic. It's very, very important.
Oh,
I do agree with you on that.
absolutely. Yep. So anyway, that's that. The car issues, we're good with that now. Hopefully that gets fixed and hopefully we'll be good to go. But I will say this, I had so many people help me within just 2 days. A good friend of mine just offered for me to use their car because they're out of town for work for a couple weeks that I could go take their car if I needed it. Like that is, and then of course Gina's been helping me and other friends to get me to and from work. I had to Uber to work yesterday and today. I'm not an Uber person. I don't get in Ubers. So I had to.
Right.
I had to get to work, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't work remote, so they made me
It wasn't
Uber.
so bad. It was
So,
like getting into it was like getting into a taxi, right?
oh yeah.
Like getting
It
into a
wasn't bad at
taxi
all.
like the old days. Yeah.
Yeah, very
No.
clean, and I felt safe because it was daytime and it was from my home. I get it. It was nice, and I felt very safe. So thank God
Sure.
for that. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, that's what's been going on. And so once this
Well, you know what?
couple days
Carol, put it this way.
Mhm.
You had the phone gone. It's back.
Yeah.
The car debt, it's going to get fixed. It's a good thing, but like I said, a lot of shit falls before everything gets better. And I think you're rounding that corner,
The
kid.
corner.
Carol, you're
Just-
rounding that corner. I think
I mean, what?
you know what I
Where's
mean.
the turn?
You're
Let's get there before I lose my shit.
You're already there. You're past the turn. The turn
dang
is
it.
done. You're going for the home stretch. You're going for the finish line.
Like,
The finish line.
God,
It's
I'm
coming.
taking one
Right
for the
around the
team
corner.
every single day.
Oh.
So it's perspective. It's putting things into perspective
Oh
for
my
me.
God.
Okay. Learning experience all day long.
And write it all down for the big book.
Oh, I am.
Hey,
It's all in there.
write it down for the book.
Mhm. It'll be in there.
Another good
Yeah,
story.
great stories.
And it's true. I mean, it's crazy with things that happen in life. And you know what? I used to have those problems before I started leasing, and now I lease my car, and they take care of just the thing, if you guys ever think about this, Carol, if you're buying a new car, when you lease, they take care of everything. If you're mechanical, any of that stuff, they take care of anything. Only thing you are responsible for is your tires.
Okay.
Your tires, and if you crack shield,
Okay.
that's what you have to pay for. Anything goes wrong, a dent in the car, scratch something inside, and the oil change. So that's if you're ever thinking about leasing. A lot of people do. And the great thing about it is, sometimes you don't even have to put a lot of money down. And sometimes you don't even have to put anything down. Your payment might be a little higher, but think about this. You get a brand new car every 3 years. Brand new car every 3 years. So sometimes that's not a bad idea if it can be done.
Yeah.
All right. So now there's some interesting stuff. And it was interesting yesterday, some of the stories you were telling me about one bathroom in the house when you were growing up.
Yeah, I was going to tell you that. What a jerk.
I mean, we all had them when we were kids.
Yeah, but who does that?
We
Who
all
locks
had them
themselves
when
in
we
the
were
bathroom for a joke? I went to your sister's on a banana bus for 2 hours coming home from Greek school every day. I'm literally holding myself, running in the house, drop my backpack, and he thinks it's funny with his friends. He gets in the bathroom, locks the door, and I'm holding myself to pee. So he's like, go pee in the sink or go outside. I was like, are you kidding? This is the shit I dealt with. I had to go pee out in the yard. So yeah, Carol, that's why I could drop my pants and pee in places publicly, like if it's off to the hidden side, because I'm so used to it when my brother did this shit to me.
It's like nobody cares. Yeah. You're right. Oh my God. We got some good ones today. Carol, is it better to be 10 minutes early or 1 minute late? In your opinion?
10 minutes early. Always. I'm always early. Always. That's how I roll. I leave early. I get there early. If I'm on time, it feels like I'm late. That's how I've always been. Yeah. So, yeah.
I agree with you. I think it's better to be 10 minutes. All right. Shh. I think it's better to be 10 minutes early than that 1 minute late. I agree with you on that. But you know what? Some people might think different. Kathy, Danny, Ramundi, Gina would love to lease, but would always be over on the miles. Well, I got a guy that's been very cool to me and saved me the miles. So I got a good guy. So if you guys, my buddy Frank will help you with that. My buddy Frank will make sure that does not happen. And here's why they don't happen, guys. Here's the trick of it. I think the reason why we don't get charged for the miles if you go over, because you're releasing again.
Right.
They know you're going to still get your business every 3 years. If you decide to break the lease, that's when you get screwed.
Correct.
That's what people don't tell you. They tell you get charged for the miles. Yeah. Not necessarily true. I've been doing it for 20 years. I've never been charged for miles. Never in 20 years. And I go way over my miles. Anyway, Gina, Jeff Hunt, how you doing, Jeff? Talking to you this morning, brother. You're the best. Joanne, how you doing? Everybody good? Angelo in the house. Megan, Dina, everybody welcome, guys. So we did that one. Was interesting. So it's better to be 10 minutes early than 1 minute late. Study shows a group of guys, Carol, now this might be a group of girls too, a group of people in your circle or a group of people and guys right now, they're saying in this day and age, one of them is either a lesbian or a homosexual. They're saying that with the new generation of people, whatever it is. This one basically was study shows at least one guy in your friend circle is that, and maybe it's either they don't come out of the closet or they don't know it or they're accepted, whatever it is. And it's got to be difficult. I know it was difficult years ago. A lot of people could not admit. It would ruin their families or ruin their business, ruin their film if they were like in the film industry or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't really think it really makes a difference what everybody wants, as long as these people are happy and I don't care. It doesn't affect me at all. It wouldn't affect me at all. It isn't. And I don't think it should affect anybody right now. I mean, it's just the norm and it is what it is. Sometimes you got to ask yourself, if two people of a man and woman sometimes can't find happiness,
Mhm.
That's why I think there's a lot of women with women, because women understand other women. I mean, men don't really. Let's be honest. We don't really know a lot about. It's when I'm.
I could
It's
teach a
just
class if you want. I could teach a listen. Maybe that'll be my side hustle. I need to make money right now. You guys want to do a class? I'll teach you the very basics about women. They were not that difficult, most of us. The
okay.
class will
All
be
right.
more expensive for Italians and Greeks.
I think the European, and I think, guys, I think the European women
Mhm,
or European men, I think
mhm,
that are brought up with European parents,
mhm.
that I think we're all a little bit more whacked out or ubats or a little crazy than the ones that were born. I mean, I think that's what it is. I mean, from what the
Mhm.
people that I hear, we're all our parents, my Italian friends' parents, are all the same.
Yeah,
All yell and scream, all with their hands, all
yeah.
with this, all with that. I mean, it's just like normal. Every other word is F F F F F. Is that the
I
same way
prefer
with the
that.
Greeks?
Yeah, well, no. You know what? I have to say Italian families are a little more outspoken like that. I think there's definitely a lot of my Italian friends, their parents swear a lot more than the Greeks, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
My family, though I'm Greek,
Okay.
uh, yeah, my parents didn't. My mom started to swear. Of course, she blamed it on my dad because she's like, I didn't really swear or smoke before I, was married to you for how long? And then the swearing and the smoking started. But my dad would get so mad because he thinks it's not ladylike to swear, and I can agree with that to a point in public. You know what I mean? In public,
It-
but
yeah.
I'm
Right.
sorry,
Right. Right.
around our friends and family, yeah, that's I don't know, it just doesn't bother me. I think it is what it is. If that's who you are, that's who you are. If that's how you express yourself, that's how you express yourself. But I do think with Greek and Italian women, I will tell you this. I think on the contrary, they were raised very well. Not on the contrary, they were raised right. I don't think we're nuts. I think that what it is we've seen a lot and we're not going to put up with shit. So that's why you
Right.
get the pushback. The men are
Right.
going to get a lot more pushback from more ethnically raised women in that culture because you're not
Correct.
going to put up with shit. And the right guy
Right.
is not going to make you get into that mode. But if you're with the wrong guy,
Sure.
yeah, they're going to get that what they call
Yeah.
crazy, but it's not. It's just that we're calling you out on your bullshit and you're
Good
not going to
point.
get away with
Good.
it,
Good
right?
point.
That's why we look crazy.
All right. Yeah. You've been to a lot, or if you haven't been to a lot,
Mhm.
guys, maybe you've seen your mom and dad
Sure.
go through it. So maybe that's why the kids, our generation, might learn. It's called over opinionated. Nothing wrong with that if you actually know what you're talking about. Ah, there you go. Well, see, but it also some people might have a different the way it happened in our
Mhm.
family. It happened this way, and it might be over opinionated, but it didn't. And some people might say, "Well, it didn't happen that way," but in my
Mhm.
world, it is happening that way.
Mhm.
So you're right. I mean, look, behind every single woman, there's a man that does not know what he did wrong.
Well, I mean,
Do you believe that?
I think some people might not know what they did wrong, but I think it's rare because a guy, women, I think give lots of chances. At least friends of mine, I have a lot of friend groups, big lot of women, and the guy usually knows you're going to get into arguments over something. You're going to argue about something for years,
Yeah,
probably before you get divorced or break up. They know what it is. It's the thing that never
yeah.
changes. So if something is always the cause of a fight or an argument and never changes, don't 10 years later say, well, I don't know what I did wrong. You've been fighting about it. She's been bitching about it for years. If you were not going to
10 years.
change
Yeah.
it, that's eventually going to be the cause of your demise, I think. Look, there's always people know. I think the guys that say they don't, I think then they're just ignorant to it. They're or they don't care.
Or they just don't, or they don't want to admit
Right. They
they're
don't want to
wrong.
admit it.
Good
Right.
point. That's
Yeah.
a good point too. That makes a
Mhm.
lot of sense. You're watching Ocean Spit, little show about big things. Back in high
Mhm.
school, Carol, was there? I know there was in my high school. There was three groups.
Mhm.
You had your preppies,
Mhm.
you had your jocks,
Yep.
and you had your stoners or your burnouts. That's how it was in school when I was growing up, and I
Mhm.
graduated in '81. Did you still have that type of people in your school? Was there preppies, jocks, and burnouts or stoners, whatever you wanted to call them?
Yeah, I would
Same
think that's
thing.
yeah, I think that's about right. I graduated in 91. So 10 years later, yeah, Jack stoners for sure. And then yeah, the
Yeah.
smart, the whatever you want to call them, preppy smart nerds, whatever. I was friends with
Right.
everybody.
Right.
So I was friends with all of them, all of the above. If they were nice to me, I was nice to them. And you had somebody in each group
Right.
if you needed them.
What did Boyd say between Carol and me to your vocabulary is growing? Oh, you're on fire today, boy. You're on fire. Albert, what's up? All right. This is interesting, Carol. This is very interesting. They're thinking about changing the drinking age to the age of 30 years old. They say that people that are still their brain is still developing in the mid 20s. Do you believe that's the right thing to do? Drinking age, go to 30 years old instead of 21. And remember, in some states years ago, Wisconsin was 18. That's why all Illinois guys used to go over there and get drunk in Wisconsin. Do you think it'd be smart to turn the drinking age to maybe not 21, but they're saying still in the mid 20s, your brain is still developing.
I mean, I think it's definitely true. People make bad decisions. 22, 23, maybe, but I just don't think that's going to work. It's just not going to work because it's just been this way for so long. And then I start thinking, oh, they're just trying to do that to make more money because they're going to bust more people drinking underage for 10 more years of their lives. So the states or the cities can make more money. I'm so negative when it comes to that, but I'm jaded with how our government works, how our state levels work, and how they make money that way, DUIs and getting shit under 21.
DUIs and all that.
I don't think they need to change it. Like they say, it sounds cliche, but if you could go put your life on the line for your country, you should be able to make the decisions to drink. I'm sorry. Like, that's a fact to me.
That's what I always said. If they can draft you at a certain age, that you should be able to drink, drive, do anything there is. I totally agree with you. Completely. Ocean Spit, little show about big things. Another thing that's very interesting, Carol. And remember, you guys know when the very first, what the very first text was? Interesting. The text was invented 12/3/1992. Okay. Hopperworth was the first guy that actually invented text with the computer. But the very first text that he texted was Merry Christmas to his family. Going back to 12/3/1992. And the first thing that he punched in as a text was Merry Christmas. That's pretty cool.
That is interesting. Sometimes I look back and I just don't know how long we've had phones. Isn't that weird? Like I remember everything else kind of, but if I'm talking about years and what year, I don't remember when cell phones started being a thing. Now you said 92, so that's right after I graduated college. I know I've had the same number. I've had the same number since I've had a cell phone. It's never changed. Okay.
Me too. I've never changed.
So I wonder sometimes the biggest issue for me is I start thinking back to when I was getting lost because I'm directionally illiterate and I don't know my way around, it's bad. So GPS saves me.
Wait a minute. I pay for my OnStar. I have an OnStar on my Cadillac. And you push the button, the live lady comes on and says, hey, Tony, where do you want to go?
Oh, I love it.
Everywhere. The only place I know how to get to is my mom's house in Elmwood Park and Chicago Prime. I know of other places. I mean, it's crazy that the lady goes, Mr. Carrara, you were just here 2 days ago. You're asking for directions again? What do you care? I told the lady, this is what we pay you. Get me where I gotta go. I mean,
is it a live person or is it recorded? Is it like a?
Sometimes it's a robot. Sometimes it's a live person. It depends if they're busy
when
or
my
not.
phone was broken a couple weeks ago, this happened to Gina too. She'll tell you we were screwed. She wanted to go somewhere to see you perform, and she goes, "Oh, it was when you were in Wheaton at Positano's." She goes, "I don't even fucking know how to get there." I go, "I don't know how to get to where I'm going." I had no way.
I couldn't either. You know how hard it was for me? I looked it up. How hard it was for me to find it because they couldn't find it because it wasn't registered in the thing.
I can't. I need a GPS. I cannot get around without it. That's one thing I cannot be without
Oh, I
is the
know.
GPS. It's so
Uh, 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 I agree with you 100%. Guys, this is good. We're getting to a good start today. We're only in 25 minutes into the show. It's Ocean Spit, little show about big things. Folks, tonight we'll be at Stogie's and Steins, which is beer and Stogie's concert in the park in Kenosha, Wisconsin. That's a 6 o'clock hit with Ocean's Rat Pack. Thursday, we're kicking off one of the first Great Italian Fests, Taste of Elmwood Park, with Ocean's Rat Pack, with the whole band behind us. So we're very excited about that. That's a 6 o'clock hit tonight, a Thursday in Elmwood Park. Friday, me and the professor will be at the Chicago Prime Steakhouse, and Saturday and Sunday we'll be in Warren, Ohio, for the Italian American Italian Fest in lovely Warren, Ohio. So we a lot of stuff going on. Let's get to a quick sponsor, if we can. Our good friend Mary Grievous, for your real estate needs. There she is. Oops, just lost it. Put my fingers are very heavy today for some reason. Mary Grievous said, oh, no, there it is. Don't just call me when you're ready to buy or sell. Contact me when you're considering buying or selling. She's your forever agent. M. Grievous at StarkRE.com. She works for Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate, folks. She's available as buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, and expired listings. Give her a call at 630-688-1725. Again, M. Grievous at StarkRE.com. And, of course, if you're also for real estate, you know what she does for travel agency, and that's the Chicago Music Cruise. Her and Richie own NTD Vacations. It's going to be great, folks. MSC World America, January 17th to the 25th. You guys know about it already. 7-night Western Caribbean cruise, Miami, Honduras, Costa Maya, Cozumel, Ocean Cay, Tony Ocean, the main event band, and of course, Seventh Heaven. And like I said, what I love about this, if you've went with us with Royal Caribbean before and you have those points, transfer to MSC World is very huge.
yeah,
And
it is.
Royal Caribbean before, ladies and gentlemen, you couldn't book one single room. You had to pay for 2 rooms for 2 people in one room. Royal MSC World America, if you want to go by yourself, there's rates for you to go by yourself. So it's a lot more plugs, a lot more musiccruise.com. Put in Tony Ocean, or better yet, pick up the phone, call Mary, 630-688-1725. And we're just trying to still get a date where we can go live remote and give you guys the differences between Royal Caribbean and why we switched to ships and all that good stuff. So, all right, Carol Brandolino, It's Twisted Tuesday. Here it is. A mother out there posted on her page that she thinks if you have a kid who's 15 years old, 15 and up, they should be paying $75 a month rent. Do you believe that at the age of 15 years old?
Well, if they can get hired somewhere and they can have a job, and not everybody, I don't know what the age is to work. My daughter and I were just talking about this. She's 13. I said, come on, you're a year late. You're 13 already. You need to get a job. And because she's always wanting this, that, everything. And she worked, my kids both worked at the music store for, they grew up learning how to work the front register, and Gianni,
Sure,
taught music lessons, all of that. So she said, well, I don't know who's going to hire me at this age. And she's right. I mean, yeah, if you have a job, I think it's good why not have the responsibility of making a payment, not to help with the bills or anything. You could even hold it to the side like people do sometimes, it's like a savings, but at least it's a responsibility. Yes, I think there's never anything wrong with that, because it's a responsibility you're putting on the kids that they're going to have in their life, no matter what.
Now, let me ask you something, Carol. Now, we're brought up a little differently. I think, we are when it comes to Italians, Greeks, maybe other. I don't know too many other nationalities that I can speak for, but I know there's parents out there that would charge the rent, take the money, put it to the side, and then give it to the kid when he gets to a certain age, whether for his house or whether for his wedding or whether for something, maybe a new car, whatever it is. But I don't know how many parents would take that money and just spend it and use it for whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think it's if they're working at the age of 15 years old and they have a decent job, What's $75
Right.
a month,
And it is. I don't think
right?
it's
I,
anything.
I
I worked from the time, like I said, since I was 12 with the family business, of course. Then I got a regular job at 14 or 15 with the mall.
yeah,
But I did pay for some of my own stuff that I really, really wanted. Like I had a phone in my own room, a jack, so I
yeah,
paid my phone bill. If you want these extra things, then use your money and pay for them. When you really want something, you work for it. It's good to incentivize. Gianni is like, if
yeah,
I know I'm making this money, I'm going to go work hard. That's how it goes.
yeah,
I think it's a good thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is too. It also depends on, like you said, from the parents, how they're teaching the kids to do that, to have that ethnic,
Yeah.
to work, to that
Mhm.
character
Mhm.
to work. It makes a sense. You're watching Ocean Spit. Carol, women say that all men cheat, but on Maury Povich talk show, every time the man had to take a test to see if it was
Mhm.
his child, 80%, or even if they were to cheating on their spouse or partner or whatever it is, 80% of the men came proven that they were not the father.
Yeah.
What's your
I,
take on
I
that?
I will never say all.
Women say all men cheat. Women say all men cheat, but Maury Povich said 80% of the men who took those tests end up not being the father.
Right, right. Well, okay, so
Your
so
opinion?
so what that looks like is that women cheat too. Okay, that's just showing you that women cheat too. If he's not the father, then somebody else
Okay,
is. So she's with other people.
correct,
But men, I would never
correct.
say all, but I will say probably many men do cheat. Um, I think options are very important when we talk about these things because they always say, this is horrible to say, but they say you're only as faithful as your options. I don't believe that because I know there's a lot of men that have dignity, they have integrity, and they don't cheat, right? I know that, but there's a lot of people out there
Well,
that they don't have integrity, and I think a lot of guys cheat, but they don't get caught, and women too. Women too. I've heard horror stories. I've heard horror
okay,
stories. Yeah.
okay. Emo says, when you are Italian, we even talk about these things. Okay, I don't know if it's the same thing. Gina says, I do not believe that all
No.
men cheat. No way. Okay. So everybody coming in with your question, with your answers, are all a couple of people coming
Mhm.
up with some
Yeah.
things, same different. This was just Maury. I don't know on the last time. Is Maury still
No.
even on
No.
television? I don't know. But this was the thing. Remember, because the woman would always bring in
Yeah.
the two guys and say this because saying it's not the father. So that's what it
Right.
is. Interesting stuff that we're hearing, folks. All right. Couple things that now they're saying that the Benadryl, people used to take one for allergies and stuff. Now they're
Mhm.
saying that it's they're overwhelmed, their uselessness. It doesn't seem like it's working anymore, which I don't know. But I remember sometimes if I ever need to fall asleep and I don't have anything,
Mhm.
I would pop a Benadryl.
Yeah.
I'm out like
Yeah.
this. It
Yep.
does knock it out.
Yep.
So for me, it still works.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Also, do you know they're saying about Phoenix, Arizona? For people living in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona right now is the kidnapping capital of the world. Phoenix, Arizona. Coming in number 2 is New Mexico.
Mm-hmm. That
These
makes
are
sense.
kidnapping. Phoenix,
That's so scary.
Arizona. I mean, it
Mhm.
is crazy. ABC, a pilot was removed. He landed flying at Delta Airlines. He lands the plane. Police are waiting for him. This guy's caught for child abuse. I mean,
The pilot?
a pilot for Delta Airlines.
No. Wow.
And that's the scary thing. And I think we talked about this before, Carol. That's the scary thing when it comes to those kind of people with this uh, obsession with kids
Mhm.
porn or kid abuse, blah, blah, blah. He or she looks like the everyday person.
Yes. Mhm.
It's a scary thing. Whoever
Yep.
thought that these teachers or nurses or whatever the hell it is, whatever, it's a scary thing.
Mhm.
It's a scary thing. Someone that you could be talking to every day, and it's pretty
Yeah, it
scary
is.
too. For a football, we'll talk to real fast in football. Kirk Cousins, believe it or not, for the Atlanta Falcons, has retired One of the great quarterbacks, Kirk Cousins, now no longer playing in the NFL. And last but not least, Raheem Ali, the brother of Muhammad Ali, passes away at the age of 82 years old. And I know yesterday we talked about Lonnie Anderson passing away from WRC Cincinnati. We lost a lot in the last 2 weeks, right? People are just dropping like crazy. Carol, all right, you're on a road trip, 9 hours. You and Gene are in the car, or you and your kids are in the car, driving 9 hours. You can only listen to one artist.
Oh.
You can only listen to one. What are you listening
My
to? Obviously, it's going to be a little different with your kids. So say it's two different questions. What are you listening to if you're in the car for 9 hours with your kids? And what are you listening through 9 hours if you're in the car with Gina going somewhere?
Oh, God. Okay, for one artist, not even one genre? One artist?
Okay. This said artist, but go ahead. Okay, let's make it genre. Yeah,
I could do 80s rock. I could do 80s rock probably. I mean, anything's going to get old after 8 hours, 9 hours. And then for the kids, I would say they would probably want just like, top 40. I don't know. Shit. Like probably alternative rock or something for the kids. I don't know. That's a tough one. 9 hours is a long time to listen to one type of music for sure. Yes. But yeah, what about you?
Well, you know what? It's funny. I don't listen to music and I'm driving. I barely do. If I'm learning a new song, I might or try to do something. But with me, to be honest, Sherlock Holmes. I listen to radio,
like talk
radio shows. I listen to a couple talk shows, podcasts. I listen to old radio shows from the 40s and the 50s. So it's kind of boring stuff, but because I'm so sick. I'm around music all the time. It's like, but I will put the 80s stuff on. I will put the 70s stuff on because I love that 80s or 70s stuff. So I will do that. Ocean's Pit Little Show. You got Carol Bandolina with us, folks. Tomorrow, Kenny Hark, one of the greatest drummers to ever come out of the city of Chicago. Of course, with the greatest band ever to come out of Chicago, off Broadway. Stay in Time, Full Moon. Kenny will be our guest. And then, of course, Carol will be back with us on Thursday for Toxic Thursday. And Friday, S.K. Burke, of course, Santa Burke with her brand new book, Trail. And Tommy Burke was the drummer for the Dream Police. She got a book out. It's a bestseller. It's out there, folks. Friendly Betrayal. And it's funny because it's about a woman. And it's anyway, you got to read the book. It's supposed to be pretty good. I haven't read it yet, but I know Laura's reading it. All right. So this is interesting. And this could go for, Carol, this can go for men and women. But 10 laws that you should live by. Number one, and you just tell me if you agree with this or not. Never trust someone who praises everyone. True opinions matter.
That's a tough one. I don't know. Yes, I would. I guess I'd kind of agree with that. If you praise everyone, I mean, it's a good. Well, I'll tell you why. Because you said never trust somebody that praises everyone. Okay, I look at it both ways. If you praise, if somebody praises everyone, I think that also could be that you're just looking for the best in people, and you do want to focus on their strengths rather than. You don't want to be negative and only talk about people's, negative traits, right? So this is how I screw myself up. I always think both sides. I try to balance things out. So, yeah, I don't know.
I think that sometimes it's good too, instead of being what you thought. Yeah, that makes sense. You could look at it both ways. Like you're trying to look at the good of people instead of just ripping the bad of people. That makes sense. Number two, think in the morning. Think in the morning. Act by noon, eat on time, sleep on time.
Yes.
I don't know. That could work.
Yeah.
If you have number three, if you have a garden and books, you already have enough. I don't know whoever came up with that, so we'll skip number three. Number four, me either. I like the books part. I don't know about the garden, but the books I like. Number four, read often. Carry a book. Open it when no one's watching. How about that? Most don't care about your problems. A few are even glad you have them. Do you believe that?
Yes.
I
I totally agree with that. Yeah, I
I
think a lot
agree
of
with
people
you.
don't care about your problems, and that's fine. They have their own problems. But I do believe there's people out there that like watching people suffer and struggle. I do. I
I
and
I think people do like that, especially yeah.
mhm.
Speak only after understanding what you're saying. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yes.
If you're unhappy, move. Pain grows in the wrong place. Number
Mm.
7.
Yeah, I like that.
Number 8. Yeah, number 8. Take smart risks. Don't confuse it with being reckless.
Mhm.
I like that one. That's cool.
Mhm.
Number 9. Stay alone until you find people who value your presence.
Yes.
Number 9. And number 10. Don't argue with fools. Others might not tell the difference. Wow. That's a good one.
Mhm.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. Boyd,
Yep.
I hope you noticed that I'm not an ass kisser. Yes, Boyd, I noticed that you're not an ass kisser. Boyd tells it
No.
like it is. Uh, Marriage is when one person gets over an argument in 5 minutes and the other one is over dramatic and needs 3 to 5 business days.
Yeah, that
Okay,
happens
Carol
sometimes.
Minotti sent that in. Thank you, Carol.
That's all right. That's okay.
Okay, that
It
one
happens.
works. Okay, that's good. We'll get noticed first. Wait, this is interesting. You ever wonder when someone comes to your home for the first time, what's the first thing they notice? You ever wonder? I always wonder what people would think when they walk in your house. Like this one says, guests notice first things when they enter the house. The smell is the first
Yep,
thing
just
they know,
say that. Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Fresh scent or bad odors. The entryway, welcoming or cluttered.
Mm, okay.
And everybody, no matter what, when you walk into someone's home, everybody says, "Don't mind the mess." Whether it's the cleanest thing in the house, right?
Oh,
And
yeah,
we're
of
always going to
course.
say that.
Yes.
Cleanliness, dust, dirt, or tidiness.
Mhm.
Lighting, bright, inviting, or dark and gloomy.
Okay.
Decor style, theme, personal touches. All right. Furniture, cozy or cramped. Temperature, too hot, too cold. That's important. Walk into someone's
Yeah,
house. Sometimes they have the air
right.
on, a little too hot, or the
Mhm.
heat on, whatever. Bathroom cleanliness. Yeah. So it makes you wonder when you walk into someone's home,
Yeah.
what's the
Yeah.
first thing? Yeah. Boy, I mean, there's so much stuff that's out there that people send you, and some stuff. All right, let's change it completely. Completely.
Okay.
Are you, Carol? You watch sports? I don't know if you don't watch sports, but were you always one that sat around and at least watched the Super Bowl with your friends and family and everything? So you watched it, whether you were into it or
Yeah.
not.
Right. I would watch a
Most of
Super
the
Bowl. Sure, it's a party usually, you know.
most of the women watched it for the halftime show if someone
Mhm.
they liked
Yeah.
instead of actually
For
watching the game. I mean, from
yeah.
what I hear.
Yeah.
Most likely Super Bowl. So the most liked, and most of the people here, you're going to know who they are. The most liked halftime Super Bowl. Lil Wayne got 10%. Christina Aguilera got 10%. Metallica got 10%. Billie Eilish got 10%. I don't even know what
Wish,
that
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Dua Lipa
Dua
got
Lipa.
10%.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, 10%. Morgan
Hmm.
Wallen got 15%. Drake
Okay.
got 15%. Sabrina Carpenter, no clue who that is, got 19%.
Mhm.
Miley Cyrus, 20%. Bad Bunny, 21%. Post Malone, 21%. Who got the most likes of all halftime shows? Jay-Z.
Real well, that makes sense. Okay. So it seems like they're going for
And I don't
younger
remember
crowd.
any of them.
They're
I
going
couldn't
for
tell
more
you.
of a younger crowd because of the
Pardon
live
me?
entertainment. You know, yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
right.
The music. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, she said her kids have ADD. My smartass said all
Oh,
different daddies. Now I'm blocked. Oh,
that's good.
that's tough. Well, well, let's use that as a
Okay.
question. Let's use that as a question, everybody. This would be good. You meet a guy. This is for the
Hmm.
women, and
Okay.
or vice versa for the men.
Hmm.
You meet a guy. Women's got 4 kids, 5 kids, 6 kids. No problem. What if they got all different
Nope.
dads or all
Red
different
flag.
moms?
Big red
What
flag.
happens then?
Gotta go. Gotta go. Uh-uh. That come on. I mean, you're gonna get slapped in the face with something. You just, I mean, don't do it. It's a bad red flag.
Okay, so it's a red flag if they've
Yeah,
got different.
that
If
many.
there's a woman that you met got 6 kids with 5
Yeah,
different. Okay, all right,
right.
and vice versa.
Yeah, I would
Okay,
say so.
all right, with
Mhm,
different people. Okay, okay,
mhm.
all right, all right. Let's see. Celebrities who don't bathe
Oh,
regularly. Wait, this is going to shock some of you folks. These are celebrities that do not bathe regularly, and I don't know how they came up with this. Brad Pitt uses baby wipes instead of actually showering every day. Jake
oh, Jake Gyllenhaal. Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal,
Gyllenhaal.
yeah, you would never know by the way it's
Right.
spelled. Says finds it unnecessary to shower every day. Mila
Mila.
Kunis says uh, she never had hot water growing up, so she never showered.
Hmm.
Uh, Austin Kutcher,
Yeah,
Kutcher.
Austin Kutcher. He's married to Mila Kunis, so if he doesn't shower, they got a stanky household. Oh,
Well, okay, well they're right next to it. Washes his armpits and crotch only. That's all he
okay.
washes. Cameron Diaz wears same clothes for days. For days. Matthew McConaughey hasn't used deodorant ever.
That's nasty.
Christian Bell waits for the stink before she changes or showers. This is Julia Roberts wants to save
Mm.
water. Robert Patterson doesn't see the point in showering every day. And Leonardo DiCaprio wants to save water. With the money that these people are making, he wants to save money and
Mm-mm.
water. And the problem is, it's something called the naked truth celebrities. It's got all different whatchamacallits. It's amazing how they even find this shit out. I mean, how would that even come out that you want someone to know that, I mean,
I wouldn't admit
oh,
it. I wouldn't want to
it's
admit
just,
it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's nasty.
Here's one for you, Carol. Here's one that makes your day. Mother throws newborn baby out the window, says child would ruin her executive career at Porsche. A woman has been jailed for 7.5 years for dropping her newborn daughter out the window because she was worried a baby would ruin her career. Katrina Genovokis, 28 years
Ooh,
old, from Germany, was found guilty of manslaughter.
that's sick, but that's mental. You're sick.
What is wrong
Yeah.
with the? That's
Hmm.
crazy. A woman beats her boyfriend up so badly he had to be hospitalized because he ate her French
Damn.
fries.
Oh, damn.
A woman got
Medical.
into a heated argument with her boyfriend who ate her French fry without asking. This abuse quickly turned violent, leaving the boyfriend injured, needing hospital treatment.
I'm gonna say she was pissed off at him about a lot of other things, and then that was the last straw. Not okay. That's not okay.
Okay, okay. You want to hear something even worse than that one, Carol? Hold on here. Cop, a police officer who helped his wife serve semen laced cupcakes to their students in school are sentenced to 100 years in prison. This is one of the most disturbing stories I've
Mhm.
ever come across. A former Louisiana sheriff's deputy, Dennis Perkins, and his wife have been sent to 100 years after pleading guilty to multiple charges involving semen on cakes and cookies and brownies, abuse to minors. His crimes are only planned but prolonged. If you look at these two people in love,
Mhm.
you can see it. They look like
Yeah.
normal
Yeah.
husband and wife. And this is the things that we're talking about. Uh, all right, here's one for you. Your husband or boyfriend, whoever it is a
Mhm.
celebrity. Make it a big celebrity, like a football player, or baseball player, or
Mhm.
whatever, musician or actor, and he's got to do love
Mhm.
scenes with the partners in the movies. How do you take that? Now they had a study of some people like it. The guy from Suits, his name is Neil McDonald. Suits in Yellowstone. He was in
Mhm.
Yellowstone. He lost a lot of work. He refuses to kiss these on-screen actresses, and he's kind of lost a lot of
Mhm.
work from it. But his wife refuses him to do this. Okay, so how does that work on your end?
Well, look, I mean, if you got to kiss them, it's work. I mean, yeah, they're going to kiss them. Look at, but I can see it. I can see it being something that's going to cause a lot of jealousy. But you got to look at things too. Is a lot of these people do lose their marriages and their relationships because when you are in a movie with somebody, this happened with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Brad Pitt was married to Jennifer Aniston. He was in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I don't know if you saw that with Angelina Jolie. They did all
No idea. I seen the
okay.
original. I seen
They
the
did all
original one.
kinds of
Yes.
stuff, and yeah, you do kiss, and you can't fake really kissing, especially not with certain types of movies you see. And they did a lot of love scenes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
then you get to see what it's like, and then if you feel something more passionately with the person that you're working with, then you're not. I think you're just screwed.
Well, I also right, but you guys also think if and some for movies, I don't know so much about sports, but maybe sports too. But in movies, the actors, it takes months and years sometimes to
Mhm.
make films. So you're spending more time
Yeah,
with those people than you are actually
yeah.
spending at home. You're spending on location
Mhm.
somewhere, like Yellowstone, if they were there in Arizona, wherever, Wyoming, wherever
Yeah.
it's filmed, you're spending all your time
Mhm.
there. And
That would be
so,
hard for
yeah,
me.
yeah, I
Yeah,
can
that would be
understand
hard.
that.
That would be hard for me.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
got to be difficult. A 10-year-old boy dies after his 340-pound mom, foster mom, sat on him for 7 minutes for misbehaving. These are stuff that's happening in the world, Carol.
Mhm.
This is stuff that's happening in the world. And I'm still trying to find something. This was really interesting, according to ABC. A baby boy born last week in Ohio. Couple developed an embryo that had been frozen for more than 30
Mhm.
years and is believed to be the longest storage time of birth. The couple's son was born from an embryo that had been storage for 11,148 days, which the doctor says is a record. So he's the world's oldest baby born from an embryo frozen over 20
Wow.
years.
That's amazing.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that is
cool.
very cool.
That is
Yeah.
amazing.
Wow.
That is definitely amazing.
Mhm.
Hmm. All right, Carol, what do you think the 10, let's take the top 5 cheapest cities to live in the United States. You're going to be really surprised to find out what number 1 is. Number 10, Cedar Springs, Iowa.
Mhm.
Number 9, Fargo, Springfield, Missouri. Number 7, Beaumont, Texas. Number 6, Minneapolis. Number 5, Newark, Virginia. Number 4, Oklahoma City. Raleigh, North Carolina, number 3. Fort Wayne, Indiana is number 2.
Oh,
The cheapest city to live in, number 1. What do you think it is?
okay.
And I'll give you a clue. It's in Illinois. It's in Illinois,
Springfield?
and that's what's really
No? Is
weird.
it
No, it's Peoria.
Oh, Peoria.
Peoria,
Okay.
Illinois,
Wow.
the cheapest place.
Hmm.
These cities prove you don't have to go broke and live
Hmm.
well.
Okay.
Well, and we know what's going on with our. Now, this is another interesting story, folks. And being a woman, you would understand this. A woman asked to remove her makeup at the Shanghai airport to match her passport image. She showed the passport to the guy. She had too much makeup. He didn't believe it was her. He had to take the makeup and do that. Is that crazy?
Yes,
Come on.
but I told you when I got my
How
new
much
phone.
more
Yeah,
makeup?
but I'm wondering, like, I think I look like a completely different person without makeup. Now I have my makeup on now, but everybody, like Gina, will say, "No, you don't. You look pretty much the same. It's just your eyes aren't as pronounced or whatever." But I'm afraid my Face ID on my phone isn't going to work because when I did the Face ID, I had no makeup on to create that security, and I'm like, "What's going to happen? Is
Well,
it going to
yeah.
recognize me?" It does because I think it goes by the shape of your face, cheekbones, the
Your
nose.
cheeks.
Yeah,
Yeah. Your cheekbones.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. See, we're learning something new every day. It's Ocean Spit, little show about big things, folks. It's time for the weather. JRC, issued by JRC Ace Hardware Stores, the weather today for Tuesday, the 5th of August. That's right. It's 82 degrees right now, 42 humidity, 8% winds. It's sunny. It's going to be hot. No rain today, folks. So today's going to be a normal 82 day compared to the rest of the week. It's going to be warm. It's going to be hot. Thursday will be hot. Friday this weekend will be hot. So be careful this weekend. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. And don't forget our good buddy, cousin Tommy Vena, folks. That's right. Jack Vena Lands, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing. We control the offer plant design, service, and installation, servicing the northern Illinois area for 50 years. I'll see Tommy tonight in Kenosha. Give him a call at 847-432-5266. And Danny Mazzi, Armando Supermarkets, buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Danny Mazzi, thank you, brother. We got a couple minutes left.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, so just two quick things, and then the rest I'm going to save for Thursday because I got a lot of. We're going to be talking about male menopause. Male menopause. We're going to be talking about Thursday. Let me give you a little quick. So I've been looking up some things, and then you need to have some kind of alcohol with you on Thursday because we're going to do a little game with a little shot type of things. Okay. It's called Never Have I Ever. Never Have I Ever. Okay, we're going to do that.
Okay.
And then, this thing real quick. So going to a concert every 2 weeks could add 9 years to your life. That made me think about when I talk about a lot of the fans that come out to see you because they all look so damn young. I think it's because they go and listen to live music and dance and enjoy themselves. So I think that's a really cool thing that I read about. This one made me think about you. Okay, before you marry a person, you should first make them use a computer with slow internet connection to see who they really are.
I know nothing about the computer. Nothing. I mean, it's brutal. I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm so bad, Carol, that I can't even order anything on Amazon. I don't know how to order anything. I mean, I am horrible. Yeah. I mean, even the phone, I mean, it's just.
But this is because of the patience level. So this is slow. Before you marry them, you have to make them use a computer with slow internet connection to find out who they really are, because that has to do with patience. You know, which one would it be for me would be the killer? Somebody would have sit with me in a room while I was on the phone with like Comcast, and it was automated them continuing to ask you the same question. What are you calling for? But first, tell me what you're calling. I lose my mind. So no one would want to be with me after they saw me.
We all do. And then after you've been holding a long time, then they hang up on you. How about that one?
Yep.
Oh, that happens to everybody.
Oh, God.
Happens to all of us.
Yep.
All of us. Interesting stuff. So Thursday, Toxic Thursday. I can't wait for that one. It's going to be cool. Guys, don't forget, Kenny Hark will be with us tomorrow, a drummer from Off-Broadway. And then Friday, J.K. Burke with her brand new best-selling book, Friendly Betrayal. She's going to be our guest. Mm-hmm. Also, Raffaello from Ace Hardware. Do it yourself with Raffaello. So 2 guests on Friday. We got last question. And 1 out of 3 women have a backup guy in case the relationship fails. 1 out of 3 women have a backup guy in case the relationship fails. That might mean someone who's real close to is a friend, maybe
Okay.
is, and then they end up turning. This would said for women. Interesting stuff to think about.
Interesting. Huh.
Interesting. All right. Tonight we'll be in Kenosha, folks, with Ocean's Rat Pack, Stogies and Cigars. That's a 6 o'clock hit with the whole band. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited about that. That's a 6 o'clock hit again. Warren, Ohio. Next, boy, look at this. I'm lost. Next 14th Wednesday will be a Taylor Street Fest right around the corner on the main stage on Friday the 15th, 23rd. We're going to Mars in Wisconsin. Lake Geneva Speakeasy on the 24th. Positano's on the 21st. Pasta Mia on the 28th. Taste of Melrose on the 29th, of course, and September Fest on the 31st in Schaumburg. Guys, birthdays for Tuesday. August 5th. Lionel Richie, 76 years old. We'll spread that one's two. Donnie Harrison, of course, of George Harrison, celebrating a birthday. Dom Della from Def Leppard celebrates a birthday today. Michael Scorer, lead singer of the Flock of Seagulls, 66 years old. Let's see. Butch Patrick, Eddie Munster from the Munsters, celebrating a birthday. Jack Douglas, great music producer, 98 years old. Jason Momoa, plays Aquaman.
Momoa. I think it's Momoa. Yeah.
Am I pronouncing Momoa?
I think,
yeah, 46 years old. Coolio, celebrating a birthday. Of course, you're not with us anymore. Mary Louise Parker, 60 years old. Kevin Smith, producer, 54 years old. J.D. Vance, Vice President J.D. Vance, 41 years old today. One of the best vice presidents ever. And, of course, happy 235th birthday to the U.S. National Coast Guard. And thank you for protecting waters. It's important, folks. All right, we got to go tomorrow. Ken Hart, like I said, Carol B. Weathers back on Thursday. And it's a busy week, guys. Remember, our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. 25% off all pool toys, including inflatables, diving toys, while supplies last. 75% of all remaining decorative garden stakes while supplies last. And don't forget to download the Ace app. All new Ace app downloads receive a $10 coupon just for downloading the app. That's our friends from Ace Hardware. Grill your ace off, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace. We got to go, folks. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments. Be kind to everybody. It's not going to be easy, right, Carol? And if you're offended about this show, just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. And I'll swear to that. I'll hold on to that. I just hit my glasses. I will hold on to that forever. Carol, you have a great day. Everybody else have an incredible day, and we'll see you all good. God bless you guys. Peace and love. Have a good one. Nick Sahajas.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Peace, everybody.